the meantime, you have a good lawyer working on your case. I know she's gonna fight hard for you to get that bond paid, to make sure he's bonded out or transported. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Next is Gabriella Rea.
Corrections, it's a bond out?
Yeah, that's a bond out.
Thank you. Bond out. Then we did Mr. Dante. So then there's Raul Hernandez at Metro West 3. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Is English okay? Would you prefer an interpreter?
No, absolutely not. I speak great English.
All right. So you have a warrant from Martin County, Florida. The warrant was issued July 3rd, 2023. You failed to appear for an arraignment for driving without a license and DWLS. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there's no bond on the warrant. You're going to have to wait up to 15 days for Martin County to pick you up. So I'm resetting your case for May 20th. I'll come anytime between now and May 20th to get you. Hopefully it will be sooner rather than.
The 15 days start today?
Yeah, it starts today, not when you got it. When did your local case close, you know?
I bonded out on Monday, and then on Tuesday, and there was like a clerical error, and then on Tuesday, I really that's when my bond's been satisfied since Tuesday, like last Tuesday.
Really, I would, if they need an extension of time, I may not get it. Remind me, if they don't pick you up by the 20th, I may not hold you, okay?
Oh, all right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You
That's
too.
it for the warrants, other than the one lady I passed on the in-state calendar. We're gonna get started now for the regular calendar, out of terms for corrections. Reynaldo Granados, page 6.
He's coming up, Judge.
No.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. I don't think that's Reynaldo Granados. So who's this? Corrections? You had some out of turn, but you're not telling me who you want. Is this Miss Jackson? I don't know. Who is this?
Spanish interpreter, please.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of methamphetamine, a controlled substance. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Señor, buenos días. A usted se le ha arrestado por posesión de metanfetamina, una sustancia controlada. Voy a asignar a la oficina de abogados públicos para usted.
All right, pretrial services, there's probable cause. Pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500.
Servicios previo a juicio, hay causa probable y fianza alternativa 2,500.
Corrections, what happened with his ticket? Is he going to see the judge next?
He's going on. She's got a arraignment.
Okay, thank you.
Buen día.
Next is Loveson Metles.
We need to pass her, Judge.
Josiah Smith, page 7.
We have Mr. Methulis.
Oh, great.
He's here. Come on in, Mr. Methulis. How you doing?
Thanks, sir. You were arrested for 3 cases, plus you're out on probation. There's a hold for case F24-19309. So I will appoint the defender's office for you for all 3 cases. We'll start with F25-975. You are charged with grand theft and dealing in stolen property. So this is from March 12th of 2025. So there's there's probable cause for the charges. I'll set a bond. Count one is $2,500 and count two will be $2,500. Then there's F 259074. This is from May 4th. You're charged with grand theft, the third degree felony, dealing in stolen property, possession of burglary tools, criminal mischief. It's also at Aventura Mall. Can I have a stay away order, please? Sir, I am ordering that you stay away from Aventura Mall at 19501 Biscayne Boulevard in Aventura, Florida. Isn't that Aventura Mall address? Yeah. You're not allowed to go to Aventura Mall and you must stay away from that property. You're right, thank you. So in this case, I don't know if they're all,
On F24193009.
thank you, he has a probation hold for all three cases. Let me review. All right, so there's probable cause for grand theft because the e-bike was valued at $1,698. So the bond on count one will be $2,500. Count two, dealing in stolen property,
If there's no factual basis,
I
I'm okay
agree.
with $1.
$1 for count two.
And there's no probable cause for the burglary tools, Judge.
It happened in a garage, but I agree with you, it's theft tools. You want $1 or release that right?
$1's fine.
Okay, but not finding probable cause for count three. Count four, criminal mischief, there is probable cause for that count, it's $150. Next, we have F 259073. That's from May 2nd. The charge is grand theft of a vehicle. So let me review this real quick. It's a moped. So it says possible stolen moped, although that's what they drove to go get that other stolen, to steal the e-bike. I'll find, well, I just want to waive it, I'll find probable cause, I'll just set it at $1,000.
That's fine, Judge.
$1,000 bond on this case. Have a nice day. All right, next, page 7, Josiah Smith. Is he there or no? No, I don't know. Are they bringing him in or it's not safe to do so? All right, you have the next person then, Patrick Patterson, page 8.
Judge, we have Mr. Smith now.
Mr. Smith, good morning. You were arrested for battery, 2 counts of battery on a corrections officer and 2 counts of resisting an officer with violence. There's probable cause for the charges. You want me to split 2 and 4, Ms. Corey, or just on 1?
You split it, please.
$5,000 bond count 1, 5,000 count 2, count 3 will be $1,500, and count 4 is $1,000. Have a nice day, sir. Next case, Patrick Patterson, page 8. Good afternoon, Mr. Patterson. You were arrested for failing to register as required by law. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charge. Your bond is $2,500. Have a nice day. Next, Temitayo Obanjo.
Judge, he's a V Fox.
Hold for F215329. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon, fleeing and eluding a police officer, resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So I need a review for probable cause. So there is probable cause for the charges. I'm not sure what the resisting is. He can't out of the car. Let me see. Oh, he's exiting, tossing. I don't know. Count 1, possession of a firearm. Hold on a second. It says, count 1, possession of a firearm by convicted felon is $7,500. Count 2, fleeing and eluding a police officer. I'll set that at $2,500. Count 3, resisting without will be $1. Have a good day, sir. Then we have Michael Jackson, not the musician. Mr.
Judge, what
Jackson,
page is Mr. Jackson?
13, he comes all the time here. Since 1992, he has a history with us. No, 1992. Hi, Mr. Jackson, good morning. You were arrested for fleeing and eluding a police officer, driving as a habitual traffic offender, resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're also out on felony bond. There's a hold for case F257846. So let me review. So it's a moped. So there's probable cause for all three counts. Count one, fleeing and eluding a police officer is $2,500. Count two, driving as a habitual traffic offender. I saw that there. Excuse me 1 second. Yeah, two. So it's $2,500 for the bond. And count three, resisting without violence is $500. You'll see your judge tomorrow. Have a nice day, sir. Corrections, you have now at a turn. Jarlin Richard on page 9 for private attorney.
Peter Heller, on his behalf.
And Mr. Howard.
Now we
You
have,
want to wait till he's here?
I have two, but I also have Devon Davis. And they drove down from Louisiana.
Good morning, Mr. Richard.
Good morning.
Sir, you were arrested for 1 count of child neglect, 1 count of armed possession of cannabis. Your attorney is here, Mr. Howard. Do you want to say hello?
Yes, good morning.
How you doing?
I have your family here too. Your dad is here.
Okay, yes, sir.
Down, okay? Peter Heller on his behalf, Your Honor.
Get this.
Yeah, sure. By the way, the bailiff has given me copies of both the rest forms, so I've read them already, Judge. Thank you, Renee. Judge, as far as John Richards is concerned, first of all, not only is there a probable cause argument, there's a reasonable articulable suspicion argument. I don't think, first of all, there's no tying them to the vehicle. I don't know, nobody was in the vehicle. Some people were leaning in. I don't know who was the driver, whose vehicle it was. Everybody's outside of the vehicle. And the detective, excuse me, the officer believes that there's some kind of crime occurring or he wants to investigate further. There's no reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime was committed, is about to be committed, or had been committed, to even approach them. It's not unusual to people to pass things along to their wallet or phone. He has no idea what they are. So we get past that. And as far as the probable cause, they're all out of the car. There's 4 people. It's a constructive possession argument. I don't understand whose is what. I don't know whose book bag is what, how they identify that. There's nothing in there in the 4 corners of the proceeding that ties this particular defendant, these narcotics, I don't know if it's vehicle, Judge. They're just meeting in. I don't know. It doesn't say
They're
that.
passing things to one another.
You're passing what?
I don't know.
Okay, could you do me a favor?
Your
Pass me
call
one.
was a book bag with a gun and marijuana.
Judge,
And there, and they start to child neglect because I guess his brother is there.
he
at
was
the
arrested
window.
also and is in juvenile court. I mean, I don't see even the reason. I mean, I know it's not for emotional suppress today, but I just don't see probable cause or at least reasonable suspicion. I would just ask that, for a reasonable.
There's probable cause for count 2, count 1, the Sturgis. What is the child neglect? Because they're hanging out where there's marijuana.
I don't know.
Yes, Judge, I would argue that marijuana, the firearm, and the alleged victim here being under the age of 18, I would argue that would be the neglect, the firearms, the drugs.
What's the firearm? Is a firearm in his book bag? You're allowed to carry a firearm. If you're-
And also they have
Why?
open carry in Louisiana. They're not familiar with the laws here, but that's for another
know
day.
about the child neglect because he's near marijuana. I guess it could be. It's up to the state if they want to file that. Count 1, I'll find probable cause for child neglect, and count 2, there's probable cause for armed possession of marijuana. Does it meet priors and,
I don't, they have any prior record?
Judge, I don't see any local adult priors here.
all right,
I just asked for a very reasonable bond as low as you can consider.
And misdemeanors out of Texas, and that's it.
okay. All right, I'll release him on his own recognizance and make sure he keeps all future court dates, right?
Absolutely, Judge.
That's fine. ROR count 1, ROR count 2. You're not allowed to have, I guess, cannabis. If you better have a medical marijuana license if you're gonna use it in Florida.
Because I still know, I need to investigate further because there's just not enough on the arrest warrant, but I understand.
There's probable cause. Thank
Well,
you.
I just,
Really.
well, to get to that point, you have to have reasonable articulable suspicion, and I don't know if there's that.
I think somebody called them to say there's a lot of drugs in that car.
Well, we don't-
They're watching.
we'll find
so-
out.
Got it.
Okay,
Have a nice day.
the
Good
next
luck.
one is
Judge,
Deontay.
there is a proposed stay away order there. I don't know how the court feels about it, but I think that there might have been one submitted by my office, the DD.
There was. There's no name for the victim, and I'm not entering one. His brother. I don't even.
Brother,
know
Judge,
if
his
he's
brother was charged with juvenile court.
How old's the brother? 17.
He'll be 17 in September.
All right, it's fine.
No.
I didn't do a stay away order.
Juvenile court is a different court. She has not, the honor doesn't have anything to do with juvenile court.
You go on to next.
Yes, also,
Tone, Denton, page 4. Is that what it says? 4 is 9. I can't read it. 9, page 9.
this one, Judge, I think is even weaker. I don't know. They found some drugs under the driver's seat. I don't know who the driver was. I don't know. He wasn't in the.
Same car?
Yeah, I don't know whose car it is, who the driver was. It doesn't indicate that. There's drugs found, and they charge him with 1,000 feet.
Probably belonged to one of them, but they didn't say it. All right, good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell cannabis within 1,000 feet of a school, possession of oxycodone, and possession of alprazolam, a controlled substance. Your attorney's here.
Good
Mr.
morning, Peter Heller, on behalf of Mr. Denton. Mr. Denton, your family's here?
Good match, yes, sir.
Okay,
Let me review for probable cause.
thank you, Judge. This is one of these Loomis Park cases too, which they rarely file.
The police come into court all the time.
Judge Glazier,
Yes, ma'am.
do you still want to see Jackson or you want to reset her for this afternoon?
Which one's that?
It was the female from the fugitive counter.
Oh, it's here now.
Okay, she's coming.
Okay, thank you.
You don't want to come back?
Okay, so what's your argument?
Judge.
How is this his drugs?
What, how is it, I mean, how do they link him? There's 4 people, they're not even in the car. I
Not in
don't,
the car, Ms. Sturgis, you're missing something. How was he the person?
Judge,
They-
I hear you. The A form indicates that he is standing outside of the vehicle leaning in on the driver's side. And then,
understandable. I understand the arc. They're not in the car and where they're found, why didn't they charge everybody? It just doesn't seem make sense, but if you want to find probable cause, Judge, I would ask for ROR on this one as well. There's no gun involved.
1 second. They also, it says a single block away. We all know how far it is. Anyway, there's probable cause for, it doesn't say they saw money change hands or
Nothing.
anything.
They don't see him in possession of any drugs.
There's probable cause for felony possession of cannabis, count 1. Over 20 grams, that's a 3rd-degree felony. So count 2 and 3, there's probable cause for possession of oxycodone. He had 1.5 pills of oxycodone and 2.5 alprazolam. So there's probable cause for count 3.
Okay, just reject as far as the possession, since there were 4 people there, Judge, and I don't know whose car it is.
He's leaving in the car. So, sir, stay away from Loomis Park. That's the area between 5th and 15th Street. Actually, I don't have to even order it. It's not intent to sell. It's just possession.
And they're not, they were here on vacation. They're going back. They're not gonna.
All right. You want me to listen to?
Can you ROR 'em?
Yeah, I'll look for you on count 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you keep all future court dates. If you miss court again, the judge will issue an order for your arrest.
Okay,
And he
thanks,
has no
Judge.
priors, just before I do that. Mr. Sturgis, you see anything out for him out of Louisiana?
one moment, Judge, I will verify. Yes, I do.
What's it for and when?
April 2023, illegal possession of a stolen firearm
It's okay.
and
What was disposition?
I don't care. I
Oh.
want her, that's not bothering me.
Okay.
Anything later from that?
I don't see anything after
I'll
2020.
release him on his own recognizance. Make sure to keep all future court dates, sir. You have a good lawyer. Listen to what he tells you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a
Have a
great
nice
day.
day.
Bye.
Okay, now I have, is the lady here from the in-state, out-of-state warrant, Miss Jasmine Jackson? Has she arrived?
He's en route, Judge.
En route. Let me know when she arrives. Next we have is Delton Clark Harris, page 15 at Metro West. These are the Metro West editors. Have a safe travels back home.
Add a charge.
Okay. Good morning, Miss. All right, so Mr. Clark, you were arrested for battery by a detainee on another detainee. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. All right, so what do you want me to set it at? You swung, missed, and then the other one through food.
Judge, I'd ask you to find no probable cause.
It's assault on another assault on a detainee. So I'll set his bond at $1. Don't stay out of trouble in jail. Have a nice day. Next is Carl Banks, page 15. Directions. I need you to line him up if you wouldn't mind. I have to go.
Mr. Banks is present.
lunch. Good morning, Mr. Banks. You were arrested for battery by a detainee on another detainee. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. I'll set your bond at $1,000. Have a nice day. Next is Barbara Hernandez, page 16. Listen, I'm gonna start taking breaks like they do in 5-3 if you don't let him up.
Judge, Mr. Jean Bernard,
Who? No, Barbara Hernandez. Isn't that the next one? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have that one. What page is he?
Also 16, Jean Carlos.
number 50 on the calendar, Judge, he refused. That's Jean
Hagan Ortiz.
Hagan Ortiz. Thank you.
Paperwork.
Judge, we can waive his presence.
I just gotta get the paperwork. Thank you. All right, so G. Pagan Ortiz refused. Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. No, there's probable cause. I'll set the bond at $1,000. Next, we have Mr. Barbaro Hernandez, page 16. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for battery by a detainee on another detainee. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for the charge. Mr. Just, do you have the victim's name to give to Miss Corey?
Do first name is Jahim, Jaheim. Ballard, Ballard.
All right, so there's probable cause. Bond is $2,500. Have a nice day, sir. Next case is Danny Cruz. We're on page 17. Good morning, Mr. Cruz. You were arrested for a case from April 4th. The charge is robbery by sudden snatching. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So let me review for probable cause. An added charge. Okay, so there's probable cause for the charge. You are ordered to stay away from Giselle Rubio, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. Stay at least 500 feet away from her home, school, and place of employment. Stay away from the Florida Keys Outlet Mall at 250 East Palm Drive in Florida City. Setting a bond, it's $2,500. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Douglas Cupo Reynaldo, page 17. Good morning, sir.
Spanish, please.
Sir, you were arrested for battery by a detainee on another detainee. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Señor, usted ha sido arrestado por agresión de un detenido sobre otro detenido. Voy a asignar a la oficina de abogados públicos para usted.
There is probable cause for the charge. Your bond is $2,500.
Hay causa probable para este cargo. Su fianza es $2,500.
Sir, do you have the victim's first name for Ms. Corey?
Eduardo,
Thank you. Have a- Now, that's it for the out of turn. We're still waiting for Ms. Jackson.
Judge, may we take one out of turn for corrections, please?
Which one?
Joseph Belote.
What page? You have a page number or a number?
Number
page eight.
23.
Number 23, page 8.
By you. Page 8. 1 minute, I get a big calendar. Page 8. What's the name? Peloto? What's the name, please?
First name is Joseph, last name is Balo with a B like boy. Baylot.
Joseph Baylot. Good morning, sir.
He has an AC, no bond, Judge.
Thank you, sir. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're also out on felony bond. There's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow for case F24-8058B. So let me review what it says. So there is probable cause for the charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. You are ordered to stay away from Elizabeth St. Hilaire, the alleged victim. No contact with her, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home, school, and place of employment at all times. Do you understand the stay order? Also, you may return to the victim if she hasn't moved out and she's still living there. You're gonna have to move out. You can return there one time only. $5,000.
Judge, we have Ms. Jackson. She's next.
Wonderful. Let's bring her in.
She's from the in-state,
Out of state.
out-of-state.
Please, in 1 second, ma'am. Good morning, Ms. Jackson. You were arrested on a warrant from the state of Texas. The arrest warrant was issued January 9th of 2025, and the charge is theft of property less than $30,000. Unfortunately, there's no bond on the arrest warrant, and I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. A waiver of extradition is the quickest way out of this jail. Texas would have up to 30 days to come and pick you up. If they don't pick you up within 30 days, you get released. The other choice is to contest extradition, which means you want to fight the warrant. Then you would be held in our jail up to 90 days so that the state can obtain a governor's warrant to send you to Texas. What would you like to do? Waive or contest? Most people waive and get out of here as quickly as possible. If they don't pick you up within 30 days, you get released. We try and get you.
I'd like to leave.
Smart choice. Waiver, no bond, reset date will be May 20th to make sure she's picked up. Please make sure you sign the waiver paperwork at the jail. It just means you agree to be transported there. The What is it, 25-page calendar on a Monday, 21 page? Yeesh. Gotta remember to take Mondays off. What's better, a Monday or Friday? Okay. Tap alternate bond, $2,500. I'm gonna give you a date to come back to court for your arraignment. You have to come for your arraignment on June 4th at 9 a.m. Courtroom 7-2, Judge Milian. Have a nice day. Rosanna Machado, page 1. Good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for battery on a person 65 or older. There is probable cause for battery on a person age 65 or older. I'm ordering that you stay away from your mother, Carmen Sosa. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing. Or I don't know if it's her mother, I think it is. It's the victim, Carmen Sosa. So stay away from her and no contact with her, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order? Okay, so I'm setting a bond. I guess I'll give pretrial. Pretrial services alternate bond, $2,500. Have a nice day. I'll order her in. Yes. Next case is Alicia Herndon.
Judge, she's out on probation on F2418438.
Hold for the division judge. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting an officer with violence, resisting an officer without violence, and disorderly conduct. And also petty theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I need a moment to review the arrest affidavit for probable cause. Could also be a strong arm robbery. Or, yeah, because you threatened the victim with violence. Taking a clipboard. Away from the Lennox Hotel at 1900 Collins Avenue in Lennox Hotel. You must.
If I may, I just want to bring to the attention, I have a note here from the police department indicating that they'd like the court to know that she has a history of being aggressive with the officers. In fact, the case that she's on probation for is the same charge of battery on a law enforcement officer. And I understand she's on probation, but we'd be
Count one, battery on a law enforcement officer will be $5,000. Count two, resisting an officer with violence 2 battery on a law enforcement, but they could have walked in front of the car. Was she intending to hit him or intending to flee? What's the other one? Culpable negligence? That may be the better charge. Stay away from the alleged victim. Who's the victim of the, who did she allegedly hit? I guess both of them, the co-defendants. A road rage incident. She's 18. Right. I think it's Lady Camacho. Is that the one state or you don't know?
I'm verifying, it says Baraza.
Okay, stay away from Alfredo Barraza, the alleged victim. No contact with him, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, victim's home, school, and place of employment at all times. I'll find probable cause for culpable negligence. Are you in school or you're working? Okay. All right, pretrial services alternate bond, I think it's $150. It's a second-degree misdemeanor. Good luck to you. I'll order her in. Have a nice day. Next case is Josephine Garcia, page 3.
Ms. Garcia's out on felony bond F252258.
All for the division judge. Good morning, Ms. Garcia. You were arrested for 1 count of child abuse. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for child abuse. Ma'am, you were ordered, an 8-year-old doesn't want to be with her mom. You maybe need to get some serious counseling. Little kids like to be with their moms. It's when they're teenagers, they don't want to be with the moms. So you're not doing something right. Anyway, stay away from your daughter, the alleged victim, whose initials are SM. No contact with the child, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from her home and school or any after-school care at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And in the event there is an open case in dependency court arising from the same set of facts and events as this case, and any and all orders entered in dependency court regarding your contact, visitation, and custody shall supersede or replace this court's order. Do you understand the stay order? All right, your bond is $3,000. Have a nice day.
Judge, it's just,
She had a hold. Can't do anything. She has her out on bond hold. Got to see Judge Miranda tomorrow, I believe.